This song goes out to
I'm simply making a short video about smartphones and the technical ins and outs of it. I think all smartphones, whether it's smart or it's dumb, I think all of them have the same features, and some have a little advanced features. Doesn't mean nothing. The reason why I'm making this video about smartphones is because I have a few friends who are not technically savvy at this time with their phones and such, and you know, a lot of people have problems where the phone became so full they don't know what happened, what's going on, because the data and the memories and such are backed up. That, like, you want to take pictures, you say no, you can't take pictures because the files is full and such. You just need to go into settings. That's one. And next, I think you should go into you're going to settings. You can go into the settings. You can go to find app. You can delete the apps that you don't need, or you can go into one of the apps, go into data or crouch. You can delete either data or crouch when you go into the apps, any one of the apps. There are some apps on the phone that are not really required in the phone, basically, although it comes with the phone or came with the phone. So like, you know, the phone will say give it an example, Samsung, and it comes with all some kind of information. Oh, this is for Samsung and this data is required. Not really, but I assure you some of the data are really important, so you gotta think wise and what data to delete. And what we learn is that kilobyte is actually small data. So if you see things in your phone, if it's 999 kilobytes, that's almost a gigabyte, so you need to get rid of that. But if it's like few kilobytes, 600, 500, it's really not much. Megabytes, now we know megabytes is so much, like 50 small, 100 from over 100 and such is kind of big for a smartphone. And I think gigabyte is actually the more. So you know, you can delete crouch, delete data. Most of the time when you're doing, like, playing your games and you want to delete the crouch or data, sometimes you have to go back to the beginning. You don't want to mess with data that much if it's an important thing, just like app and like bank app and such, because you have to remember your password. Sometimes we have our password in auto. We just go on our phone and click, and we go right to our accounts and such. So what we need to do is, like, don't mess with crouch on important. Don't mess with data on important important app like bank accounts and, you know, some accounts that you really do ins and out every day with. You know, like Google. If you go to Google and you see a lot of information and you want to delete data, as I said, delete data is a lot more you take off. But remember, you have to go back and maybe sign in to whatever you sign out of, because basically deleting data is like resetting your app back to the basic setting where you may only have your user ID, but you have to put in your password, and 90% of us does not put in or jot down the password. We think we know everything and we don't jot it down or nothing. So so we will just play with crouch for now, and eventually a smartphone is like a young baby. What it is like, when you get it, you play around with it and such and figure out the features and the ins and outs and how it works and such. You know, a lot of people get their phone and they're not aware of it. So, and sometimes on smartphone, what you need to do if you want to, like, WhatsApp and such, and you want to delete pictures and videos, you can go in the phone where you get people send you pictures and such. Press on, if you go into the phone where you get pictures and stuff, and press on that phone, and you can delete that from there. But it's not where the actual file is, the video actually, because the video will come on the main screen of WhatsApp, but it's not really where the file is. It's actually in the file itself, folders, where you have to go in and take that out. You know, go to settings, as you said, and just read and follow instruction. I know it's kind of difficult sometimes to comprehend where it is and such, but you know, follow and learn, and you will get it. Simple reading. I know some of us can't read and understand yet, but you know, eventually, by just playing with it, as I said, like a child, you never used to have a child before, and you have a child, and eventually you start finding out, oh, the ins and outs of this is how the child works, and this is how it goes. So, you know, that's what it is. So you gotta learn to, you know, figure out stuff for yourself. As I said, smartphones, the most important problem is data information that your phone is filling up and such. And there's a device inside your phone. Most advanced smartphones nowadays, the new ones, have a cleaning process in settings and smart manager and such. Our cleaning manager, where you go in and you press that and it cleans and show you automatic cleans, not the important files nor the data and such. You just clean the couch most likely and the unnecessary files, but it will not take off your apps or nothing. So what you need to do is just basically manually do and take off what you need to take off. So this is me just signing off for now, and you know, giving my contribution to the community on how to do you know, a little technical savvy things about smartphone. This is for me from now, signing out.
Remember the past. Not everything that glitters